Wilderness, our new Kickstarter, and it actually is almost funded, which is a good sign. Tonight we have 6 players here, 3 Canadians, 3 Americans, to battle in a tournament. The winner gets a soft cover version of our last book, the Monsters of the City book. And everybody involved gets our World of Near, 300-page 5th edition setting, and a handbook, or a little booklet with 16 adventures for that setting. So prizes for everyone. We're here to find out who's going to be the champion, and we'll have a little tournament. I'll introduce everybody here quickly. So at the top, we have Dan from Toronto.
Hey, excited to be here.
And then there's Michael from Michigan.
Yeah.
All right.
I am very excited.
Cool. We have Pat from Montreal.
Yay!
And Tim, another Michigan player.
Hi, thanks for having me, Andrew.
Yeah, you're welcome. Good to see you. I've talked to Tim for a long time, so.
Yeah, it's awesome to be here finally.
Nice. And Adam is from New York.
Cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Adam. And I'm Andrew. I'm here in Vancouver, Canada. I'm the West Coast, the Western representative tonight against all these Central and Easterners. So tonight, the first thing we need to do is find out who gets what monster. So people can quickly think of a number between 1 and 8. There will be a couple of people who have 2 monsters to fight with in the first round. So I'll start at the top again with the people I can see. So Adam, do you want to choose a number between 1 and 8?
You mind if I roll?
No, not at all.
8.
All right, Adam starts with the Gatekeeper.
Nice.
And Michael.
I will do the same thing because I think that's interesting.
Sure.
All right. I don't think 8 works. So. All right. 3.
3. That is the Elf Ambassador.
All right.
All right. And Tim.
Carrying on, I will also roll, not a 3.
Same tradition.
Yeah. Was that a 7?
That's a 1.
Oh, okay. That is the Mad Monk.
Ooh.
All right.
That looks awesome.
And Dan.
All right, let's see if I can match his 1 here. Oh, of course. Again, an 8. All right, 2.
That is the Royal Pain.
All right. All right.
All right. Now I'm going to make sure no one's fighting themselves. Okay, let's see. Well, that is bizarre. That's hilarious. So far, everybody has got the opposite combatant into the fight. So now the next 4 are going to be the opponents. I don't know how that worked out, but it did. That's amazing. All right, because I have the first 4 fights written down. Who's going to fight who? Okay, Pat.
A D8?
Yeah.
All of us get 8. That's crazy.
So Fantasy Grounds is pretty consistent.
Yeah.
It's fixed, I tell you. It's fixed.
You want to roll again, Pat?
Sure.
Nope. Again. Okay, Pat rolls another 8. Maybe you should just choose a number between.
I rolled a 5.
Oh, yeah.
5. Okay, that is the Crystal Spider.
Mm.
All right, so Pat, in the first round, you are fighting Michael with his Elf Ambassador. All right.
Okay, cool. So let me draw these guys up. I think the Elf Ambassador I did have time to make.
Sure. I have to divide up the other monsters too. All right. So I'm going to roll Guess what I rolled with my dice over here?
Of course.
An 8. And then I ended with the Warlock. Actually, I'm not gonna take the Warlock. I'm gonna let somebody else get the Warlock. I'll take the bear. All right. So now we'll go back. So some people are gonna get to fight twice, as long as they're not fighting themselves. So Adam, you get a second monster. Do you want to choose 6 or 7?
Go for 6.
Your second monster is the Skeleton Warrior.
What? No.
Take it.
And well, let's see. Tim, you get a second monster as well, and it is the Warlock.
The Warlock. All right.
So basically, people will, for the most part, stay with their creatures. Although I probably, if I get into the semifinals, I'll give my monster to someone else. Yeah, and if somebody wins 2 fights and ends up fighting themselves, then another player will need to come in. That happened last year. Someone won every fight they were in and had started with 2 monsters, and they won the whole tournament as well. So, all right. So this is the first. The first fight is. Oh, Pat's getting it ready there.
Mad Mink.
Oh, that sounds way more fun.
Oh, you're just doing them all. Okay, so the first fight is the Crystal Spider, which is Pat, against the Elf Ambassador, which is Michael.
All right.
Second fight, Skeleton Warrior, which is Adam. And the Royal Pain, which is Dan. Third fight is Tim as the Warlock against Adam as the Gatekeeper. And the fourth fight is Andrew as the Bear against Tim as the Monk. I think.
Sure.
Okay.
And
falls close to the ice bridge.
yeah, and then from here,
Mhm.
just before it starts to go down, I'm gonna try to do a long range attack. So I got disadvantage because I think she's more than 30 feet.
You're gonna spit your freezing secretion.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna spit my. I'm gonna use freezing secretion.
Okay.
Range, short range 30, long range 80. So disadvantage. So I'm pretty sure that's a miss.
Well,
I've got +7, so that's 12. I
well,
rolled it. So it's 7, so it's +7, +5, yeah, so it's 12. So
okay, well, I don't think I have Bark Skin cast yet, so my AC is currently 11.
Right.
oh crap. Okay.
So
So that's 1d8 bludgeoning damage from the freezing secretion. A big 1 point damage there.
What a tremendous start.
And the target must make a DC 13 Constitution save or become paralyzed for 1 minute.
got it.
Oh.
Well, that's not good.
However, you can repeat your save after each of your turns.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so she's paralyzed?
Yeah.
So she can't. She's incapacitated. Attack rolls have advantage against her, and some other
Okay,
stuff
so
I won't tell you.
all right. So I moved 15 feet, so I've got 15 feet left.
Yeah.
So I move 5, 10, 15. I'll move here.
Okay.
So it comes back to me again, I guess.
Yeah, because
Yeah, at the
she
end of
can't
my,
take actions or reactions.
yeah, I just gotta save again at the end of my turn to see if
Yeah.
I can get out of that.
You get an extra turn,
Well,
basically.
it's her,
Wow.
it's her turn, so she can try to save.
No, I don't think an 8 will do it, so.
All right, so I'll move into melee range here. Why not? So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Do you want me to track the hit points, or are you doing it on the screen there?
Well, it's on the combat tracker, but I mean, it's up to you. I don't mind. So I'm going to, I'm just going to shoot her again. So I'm going to, so if they're already webbed, Andrew, you can't double up on that, right?
yeah, you can't do the secretion again.
Can I blast it to use the bludgeoning attack?
Yeah, you're just not going to be able to paralyze someone who's already paralyzed.
Okay, so do I have advantage since they are?
Yeah, you do.
Paralyzed right off the bat.
Yeah.
So I guess, is that a hit? 15?
Yeah, that will hit.
Still hasn't cast her spell, so yeah.
No, not yet.
That's 1d8. So 5 points damage,
All right.
and that's it for me.
All
So you
right.
get another save.
Yeah, you have a chance
Yep.
to save again, Michael.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Got that, but I believe that's at the end of my turn, so
It is, yeah, so it's the spider again.
yeah.
All right, well, I move in. I move in for the kill.
Yeah.
I make 2 attacks. Okay. So I'm going to try to bite. I guess it bites twice.
It does, yeah.
So it's +6. I could do it like this, I guess. Oh, rolled off a 20.
Oh, man.
Jesus.
Still a hit though.
Yeah.
So
Still
it's
hits.
2d6 + 4. Ow.
Ooh.
So that's 13 points
Ouch.
All right.
on the first bite. And she tries to bite you again.
Yep.
So 17.
Yep, that will hit.
For 9 + 4. So another 13 points damage.
Wow.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot something. My bad. I'll do it next time.
Let's see.
I've
Is
been
there a way
forgetting
to
something
track?
on the bite.
Is there a way to track hit points in Fantasy Grounds? It won't let
Yeah,
me change
if
that
you
on
go-
the character sheet.
If you go to the combat tracker, Michael,
All right.
where it says hit points, like I've got it up on my end. So over here, you can just type in the wounds you took so far, the total wounds.
Got it. That is not showing up for me. I'm not sure why, but it just shows like under hit points, temporary, and wounds. It just shows healthy in one bar.
Okay, hold on. It might be over here. Well, how about now?
Yeah,
There we go. I can see it now. Let's see if it'll let me add anything to wounds.
If it doesn't, I could punch it in, but it should.
Well, I'm
Oh,
tracking.
hold on. There we go.
Hmm.
Not used to putting monsters as friendlies.
Yeah. Let's see. It still won't let me select that. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, we
Can
don't
you
have to.
move? Are you able to move the token though?
Let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm able to move it. So,
And if you double click on it, it won't let you Andrew, were you keeping track of the damage?
Yeah, I'm tracking it, so don't worry.
Yeah, I've also got it on paper. I'm down to 12 hit points right now.
Okay, so
All right, let's
So-
go. It's the elf's turn.
Yes, it is my turn, and I am not paralyzed finally. So I'm going to move over here. It's still staying within the threatened range for the crystal spider. And then I am going to cast Thunder Wave at 3rd level, trying to angle it so that I can push it off of this bridge and down into this ravine.
All right.
Nice.
So let's see. I'm not sure if there's a way to access the spell description through Fantasy Grounds.
I didn't open up the books. We'd have to open up the books and everything, and then
Got it. All right. We
otherwise
won't bother
I
with
could
that
always
then.
do it. I could always do it, but
I'll just search up the spell description.
I have,
I have a general idea of what it does, just not the exact wording.
So 15-foot cube con save.
All right, yeah, so I will need a con save from the crystal spider then.
are any of your spells, Andrew, from your books from a book other than the Player's Handbook?
No.
So guys, I loaded the Player's Handbook. So if you want to go under Library and then Modules over here, and you can turn the pages and go load it. You just click on wherever the Player's Handbook is and you click the load button here.
Got it. I will do
And
that.
then after that, when you've got the library open, they changed everything. You've got spells here on the side. You can just click on spells and type in the spell.
Got it.
All right.
See, just working on getting that loaded right now.
So the Thunder Wave spell goes off against the spider.
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
will need a con save from the spider.
Oh,
Oh,
Ooh, good. Well, my spell save DC is 13, and that will fail.
how far
So
down? How far is that embankment? It looks like about 10 feet.
looks good. Well, 10, I don't know. Could be 15. 1, 2, 3. Depends on how you count it, but
All right.
it could be
Yeah.
more than that. It's your call,
let's
Andrew.
see.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
Gonna say,
So
is that ice, or I guess that's ice at the bottom, right? Or is it water?
Yeah, it looks like it.
looks like it. So
So yeah, it's going to be the damage that Michael does plus 2d6 for falling down.
ooh, sweet. So that is going to be 4d8 damage. So let's see. Is there a way to roll multiple dice within Fantasy Grounds?
Yeah, you click on the die that you need.
All right.
And then
So if you look at the screen for a moment, you click on the die that you need, and then you right click with the other button, and it'll just keep adding dice.
Got
And then
it.
you drop it into the chat.
All right. Oh, all right.
8.
So 18 points of thunder damage and 10 points of bludgeoning damage from the fall.
All
So,
right. Wow.
So
the
that's,
tide has simply turned.
28 damage.
Yeah, and you are also pushed 10 feet back into that ravine.
He's down in the ice river, and you're prone too.
Awesome. Yeah,
All right.
well,
Crystal.
that will be my turn then.
Elf Ambassador strikes back.
Yeah.
So how far down is that?
That's 20 feet from where you were.
Okay. So the ice spider gives you the bird. So that's my turn.
Yeah.
Okay. It's multi-attack. It's just bites, or can it do a bite and a freezing secretion?
Nope. The freezing secretion is your only action if you take it.
Okay. So, so I come up on the other side, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Yeah.
And I should have waited. This time I won't forget. I attack. Was there any secondary effects on that spell? Like am I stunned or anything? Do I have disadvantage? No?
No, just you get pushed back and take a bunch of damage from it. So
Okay. So it tries to bite you.
Ooh,
AC 24.
yeah.
Oh my God.
Okay, so you take. Oof.
Oh,
Ooh.
So that would be 15 damage.
All right, that'll be enough to take me out.
yeah. The spider takes down the ambassador.
And
Oh, quick question.
would've
Objectively, was he prone?
well, that's right.
Yeah, it's true. I was prone, right?
You were, yeah.
So I had to get up from prone. So you probably wouldn't have taken any of the damage. Getting up from prone, so that's half my movement.
Half your movement, yeah.
Mhm.
But you have
So
climb.
that's 15.
No, but you have climb 40 feet.
Hmm.
Yeah, but I still have to cross the ground here.
Yeah.
So 15, 20, 25.
No, but you could climb up on the other side and then walk across. It's not going to make a difference. You still have 20.
No, but I'll stick to my original plan. I'll be fair here. I'm probably here.
Okay.
So I'll try. So take your hit points back, Michael, and I'll try webbing you instead.
All right.
It's
So
actually
it makes a ranged attack. So that would be +5. So that's 16,
Yep, that will still hit.
and it's 1d8 bludgeoning, 1
Oh,
point,
Ooh.
and you got to give me a DC Constitution saving throw.
All right. Still having terrible luck.
oh man.
Oh, damn.
Which means Pat can attack again with advantage.
Oh,
Yeah.
Not this round though. So
Yes.
he gets another saving throw first.
No.
It's his turn.
No.
I'm out.
No, you paralyzed him or her.
Yeah, but I
That-
mean, you said freezing secretion is only once per round,
Right?
so I did it.
Yeah, so at the end of that turn, yeah, she has one more save, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
well, end result's still going to be the same.
yeah.
So
Probably.
now it tries to bite you with advantage.
Unless you have absolutely terrible luck, there is.
Not
You
that
never
you're
know.
trusting him. Oh,
Like
that-
your kind of luck.
Oh,
So that would be 18
yep, that will hit.
for
All
13
right.
points damage.
Yep, that'll be enough.
she had 12, so the spider wins the first fight.
If
Ooh,
I had not lost initiative, I think that would have gone a lot differently.
Yes.
I would have been able to start off with bark skin instead of spending most of my turns making saves.
Yep. Exactly. Yep.
Oh,
All right.
well.
Round 2 is going to be Adam with the skeleton warrior against Dan with the royal pain.
oh God, skeleton
I
warrior.
was almost out, Michael, because you did a fair amount of damage to it.
Yeah,
Look
that
at it.
thunder wave was really good. If I'd been able to
Huge,
do
yeah.
that another time, I might have pulled it off. But
All right, so if we can have a city scene, that would be awesome for these guys.
A city scene.
Yeah, this is the only fight that is, if we don't have one, that's fine. It can also be in the forest.
Yeah, I only loaded up the maps there that you told me to. So
Yeah, forest is fine. I didn't know if you're using, oh, these are the Loke Battle Mats?
yeah,
Oh, great. I should say that, yes, Loke Battle Mats gave us all these amazing VTT maps. They're having a Kickstarter right now as well for the next 5 or 6 days. And their maps are amazing. I actually have their city maps and their dungeon maps. I use them all the time. So yeah, we can have this one in the forest. And the Royal Pain was having a tantrum in the woods near his castle, as will happen. And he accidentally passed into Feyland when he fell into a pond. And he came out of the pond. You can see the water right there, soaked. And to his dismay, the first being that he came upon was the skeleton warrior.
Having a really bad day, obviously.
And the skeleton warrior is an undead creature, so it's just a killing machine.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
First of all, I chipped a nail, and now I've fallen in a pond and come across a skeleton.
Yeah. Last year, the skeleton warrior was our grand champion, so be
Damn.
careful.
Okay.
so Royal Pain goes to Dan.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Somehow.
Yeah. I click on characters, and then I'll be able to choose him.
Actually,
No, he should show up in your
I dropped
combat
the wrong
tracker.
thing on you. There you go.
Oh, I see.
Do you see him now, Dan?
Give me a sec here. Clicking on combat tracker. Yep, Royal Pain.
But I just shared the NPC sheet too with you, because these I had time to make.
Okay.
Did you get it?
No, where's the PC sheet? Sorry. Oh,
I did it
party
again. It's a window. It should just pop up.
Oh, I'm not seeing anything pop up here.
Okay, well, worst case scenario, you've got the
Oh,
PDF.
yeah, sorry, I
there.
got it. I got it. Yeah.
And the skeleton warrior goes to.
Adam.
Let's see if this works. Let me know, Adam, if you got it.
Yep, I got it.
So if you hover your cursor over those NPC sheets, there's things that'll light up. Like if you look at mine here on this side, see, it'll just light up. It'll just hover when I hover over it. If you double click, it rolls it.
Sweet. I don't see initiative on there. Do I just roll dex?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's not what I wanted.
All right. Am I gonna do it? No.
That's all right. I'll do it the other way.
So who's coming from where?
The Royal Pain can be over there by the water. And the skeleton warrior behind that tree there. Or that strange thing that looks like the remains of a tree.
A tree in your neck of the woods?
That's right. Exactly. Yeah, the wood's right outside me here.
So I guess it's initiative, boys.
All right, Michigan against Toronto.
All right, let's go. I think I rolled. Do you guys see that 11 I rolled?
Yeah.
So 11 goes
Yeah.
for Royal Pain.
All right. The other thing is, I don't see the map right now. Am I supposed to be seeing
I
that?
haven't shared it yet.
Okay.
Clearly, the skeleton warrior was not paying attention.
And what's the initiative, guys, for the?
I had a 3.
Oh.
I feel like I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna need something here.
You guys want me to zoom? Let me know. I can. Mine, you guys can zoom to 2. You just scroll with the mouse over the map, and it'll zoom it. To
Okay,
to
there we
move
go.
the map around, you press down on the mouse wheel.
All right, here we go. Royal Pain's very bad day.
I think so.
When I used him, I forgot to use his his magic.
You're right. That's what I'm thinking right away. Is that I would see this disgusting skeleton and just be like, oh my God, gross. This is the worst day. Get away. And this would be my taunt.
Oh, yeah.
So what I would be asking for, I can do 2 of these per day. So you need a DC 12 charisma save.
Oh no.
Yeah. Oh,
All right.
5.
Okay. So basically, this
Minus
means
4.
you have disability or disadvantage on ability checks.
attack rolls and saving throws.
Right.
Ooh. All right.
Lots of disadvantage. And so I can move a little bit.
You have 30 feet.
All right. So obviously, being a huge wimp, I'm going to try to move behind this here stump and hope that this sort of goes away and takes care of itself here. So I guess I'll just sort of right on the other side.
All
Does
right.
that move me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And
You want to be somewhere on the grid, Dan, or?
Oh, right. Sorry. I guess I should be right in the middle. Yeah, there.
Okay.
all right. So it's the skeleton warrior's turn. At the
Okay.
end,
I'm assuming I'd have to go all the way around it.
Go
Yeah.
through it. Oh, no.
well, you could try to destroy it.
Round it is.
Activates his infravision and his heat detection.
So you have a chance. Actually, you have to automatically make your save for the taunt.
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
So that's at the start of the turn?
Yeah.
-4. Yeah, 6.
Oh, wow.
So that's
Okay.
did that. There we go. So that's movement, but I'm gonna
Adam, do I put you on the grid? Somewhere on the grid? Like here, I guess, or?
yeah. So I'm gonna burn my action because I can't get to him and I don't have any range. I'm just gonna burn the action to get the extra movement to be like right next to him.
Okay.
If that actually too close.
I'll
There we
fix
go.
them for you.
Okay.
All right.
That's all I got.
Royal Pain, you're confronted with your nightmares.
Yeah, I don't like this one bit. But I will use this. Once per day, I can use the spell Dissonant Whispers.
Yes.
So I'm just gonna start whispering in his ear, like, "Oh my God, are you seeing what you're actually wearing?" And it's gonna sound like basically high school all over again. Everybody whispering in his ear. So this means you have to make a wisdom save.
It's not as bad.
Sorry. Yeah.
Jeez.
Oh,
All right. Sweet. So on a failed save, it takes 3d6 psychic damage. All right. Not bad. I'll take it. And you still have disadvantage on the attacks. I think I would just sort of like, again, like, you know, I know we're not trying to run away, so I'm just going to give him a little space, like, okay, no, thank you. And I'm going to move 5 feet away.
okay.
By
There's another
opportunity?
part to that spell, though.
Sorry?
There's another part to that spell.
To the Dissonant Whispers?
Yeah. So the skeleton must immediately use its reaction to move as far as its speed allows it away from you.
Right, so I wouldn't have to make any movement.
Well, and you would get an opportunity attack.
Yep.
Right, okay, sweet. All right, so he's going to move, so I'm going to roll my d20. I get a +4 to hit on that. Listen, Royal Pain's not doing too bad here.
You have advantage on that opportunity attack too.
Okay, I'm gonna roll. I have advantage because of dissonant whispers or the taunt.
The taunt.
Right. Okay, so I might as well roll just to see. All right, 18.
Yep, I'll hit.
So that definitely hits, right? So it's a 1d8 plus 2.
There we go.
Do you want me to fix him, Adam, on the grid, or you're?
Yeah, I'm just having
Ooh.
trouble getting him to move.
Yeah, well, the lines
There we
aren't
go.
really opaque there, so.
All right, so that's another. I just stab you, like I pull my rapier out of my cane and stab you as you're leaving.
Okay. So I also can't modify my health at the moment.
It's okay. I'm keeping track. No worries.
Are you? Okay.
I wonder if I can fix that. Let you guys continue while I check.
Yeah, it's the skeleton warrior's turn again. You can make a save again for the taunt. Actually, yeah, it is actually, it doesn't say it's an automatic kind of thing, so it really is up to you, but I would do it.
It actually, I think it says until the start of my next turn. So
Oh,
I had my
yes, it
turn.
does.
Right,
That's
so I
true.
think he might just be free of the taunting action now.
You're right. You're right. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. So I'll take that back.
Oh, it's all right. I rolled a 4 anyway.
So
Well, I'm trying to move back.
he's back to 72 points. Yeah, so the taunt only lasts till the next turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the skeleton warrior, it's his turn and he's right next to you there.
I
Okay,
don't
so I get
like
2.
this one bit.
Oof. Big oof.
Disadvantage. So a 1.
I'll just roll them both just to see if I actually do hit one of these two. Oh,
8 still doesn't hit.
But you don't have disadvantage anymore, right?
oh, I wouldn't, would I?
No.
Right. True.
Do you have me just re-roll?
Yeah,
Okay. Sorry about that. You realize I lost
no worries. Oh, man.
9. My goodness. Okay.
Oh, that's not going to be good for me.
Uh-oh.
Just as I was starting to get cocky,
Ouch.
thinking that I'm actually doing something well with my cane here.
Oh, man. Eventually, you just annoy people enough.
Right, exactly.
So how are we doing
This
crits? Double?
Double.
Plus 4.
46 plus a lot. Oh, you got lucky, Royal Prince.
Yes.
Tell me about it.
It's only the oil in my hair that it's the sword slipping off me.
So that's 20 damage.
Okay, I can't put it in wounds either, but you're taking
Oh no. Is it 20 damage? I doubled the dice when I rolled it.
Yeah,
20.
plus your plus 4, right?
Yep. So it's 46 plus 4.
You're 20 damage.
I could punch it in too, Andrew, if you want to, but
No, it's cool.
All right, that's not making my day go any better here. I believe I'll go for another taunt then. See if I can get you away from me.
Solid plan.
Actually, that's not going to do any damage to you though. All right, I'm going to go for my 2 melee attacks as I'm, not liking what you did to me there. I'll go for my plus 4. No, that's not going to do it.
Come on, Fantasy Grounds. What's going on?
Yeah, really. Okay, here we go.
Whoa.
Another one. Yes, that should
Ooh,
do
yeah.
it.
Well,
Okay,
yeah.
with the second stab, you're going to take 1d8 plus 2. Okay, so that's another 8 damage.
Nice hit.
And, oh god, you have no more disadvantage. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna sit here and think that I've got this one under control.
All right.
Ouch.
No, not under control. Oh god.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's 2 hits.
So I rolled them both together there.
Okay. Oh, and guess what? He has 21 hit points.
Ooh.
Jeez.
The royal
Ouch.
pain goes down.
God, feel like, yeah, 85 hit points versus 45. Damn, brawler
He
versus.
did. He did a lot better than I did with when I used Royal Pain. Holy crap!
Yeah.
That skeleton warrior is pretty strong.
Wow.
Yeah, I feel like give Royal Pain a few minions though. Not bad. Not bad to be in the background. Given directing people and giving everybody disadvantage or giving the enemy disadvantage. Not bad.
All right.
Definitely be fun to utilize.
Yeah.
So we have our next round as the skeleton warrior goes through the semis. We have Tim with his Warlock, which is an elf warlock, against Adam once again. He's up with the Gatekeeper.
That's
Excellent.
another one I didn't get a chance to finish.
Well, I've been eyeing the Gatekeeper.
I got the sheets on the side.
Okay. Is it like that? Gatekeeper like that, or is it all one word? You just spell it like that, Andrew, or?
It's all one word, I think.
And what size is he?
He's medium,
Yeah, it's one word on the sheet.
but he's a hefty medium.
That's fine. It's
Not that he's based
fantasy grounds will take into account the arm AC
14.
hit points.
This says 16 AC and 54 HP.
The Gatekeeper?
Yeah.
Oh, that's an old version then.
Oh, is it
Yeah, he has
Okay.
his AC is 14.
14?
He has studded leather, and his hit points are 63. So your hit points went up, but your AC went down.
Okay.
Probably everything else is the same.
I gotta say, I love the Stout Sentinel feature for the Gatekeeper. Just has to give up if he's ever forced to chase somebody. That's great.
Yeah, not that he's based on anybody at all.
Yeah.
So who's got the Gatekeeper?
I do. Let's see.
Sorry, I wasn't looking. That's you, Adam.
Yep, that's me. Sorry.
I got to drop him in here first. And the
So,
other
that
the other opponent is
Tim has the Vothlock, the elf warlock, snow elf warlock, and he's all ready to go.
I know he's in here. Is he? The Vothlock, is that one of the tokens you switched, Andrew?
It's the one on the far bottom right.
Yeah, bottom
Oh,
right.
okay, yeah. Do you want me to put the hit points in? Is that worth it, or
No,
I'll put it in? I can put in a fictional number, but
taking too long to do that.
what is the hit points?
44.
44.
AC 0.
AC 12 to start.
Size is medium 2, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh no! Don't tell me you did that. Oh, phew. Okay. Okay, so Gatekeeper goes to Adam.
Yep.
And the Vothlock goes to
Tim.
Tim.
basically. I'm doing that because it gives you guys control on the tokens when they're going to be on the map. And what do you want for a map, Andrew?
The Arctic, if possible, snowy map. Yeah.
I'm trying to remember what he had here. Mountain Pass. Is this the one I used last time? Yeah, so I'll use this one.
All right. Once again, beautiful maps from Loke Battle Mats. Loke Battle Mats. Oh yeah, that's nice.
And
terrain there.
let's slap these guys down. So you want them far apart again? Are these standing stones, I guess?
Yeah, we'll say those are 10-foot tall standing stones. And they're 60 feet apart. It'd be good to maybe have a little bit of a labyrinth here. Maybe put them a little bit further. Even on the other side, I would do it. Yeah, there, yeah. Yeah. Little cat and mouse game here.
If ever you guys want to see how far the other person is, you just press Control and you click on your token first, then press Control and you click on the other token and it'll show you the distance.
Sounds good.
And then you re-click Control on the token and it'll untarget, if you will.
All right. Are we all ready?
Oh God, what did I do?
You moved your token.
Trying to undo that. There we go.
All right. So the Gatekeeper traveled to the northern continent of Voth to get employ as a gatekeeper at their capital city. But the interview went horribly wrong. The Gatekeeper has fled the Snow Elf city, and a Vothlock, an elf warlock, has been sent down to hunt him down. They don't want anybody finding out where the Snow Elf city is. So she's been chasing him across the Arctic tundra.
I think it's gonna be a short chase. I'll reroll. So I had a 12 for initiative on that.
All right. So Tim is up.
I was following. Sorry, I'm pretty new to VTTs. I was following along, but now when this ice map popped up, it's all I see. I can't see anything else. So I'm not sure how to.
You can shrink it in the bottom right, and then depending on how you're controlling, the little gold thing at the bottom can move around your map if you don't have a mouse.
Can you see them all, the whole thing now?
All I can see is the map. I can't see like the side panel any longer that has like where I roll into it.
Right.
I can.
Oh, okay, yeah. Just click anywhere on the map, Tim.
Uh-huh.
And you can move it.
Oh, okay. There we go. It was just covering the whole screen. Okay.
And if you
So
want to
I'm-
shrink it, you click anywhere on the map. You,
Oh.
you press Control and you click anywhere on the map, and you can resize it.
All right. You tied on initiative, so you're going to have to do it again.
Oh, nice.
Do you have a dex modifier at all? I have a 0.
2.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay. In that case, I have 30 feet of movement. I'm going to cast Mage Armor on myself
Okay.
as I head into the labyrinth.
You want me to do
Hey.
the lighting effects in here, Andrew?
Sure. It's up to you. Sure.
Well, I'll do it while they play, so I don't slow the game down. But
Sure.
so you guys can still move it. I won't change anything on my end.
So I'll head right there. 30.
Okay.
Yeah, on the hunt for that dastardly gatekeeper.
All right, the gatekeeper is up.
So that's 15 to there. Come on.
I didn't take.
Not
Yeah.
range, but I'm going to use patronize, and I'm just going to give him a hard time for trying to chase me down. So I need a intelligence save, if you would.
All right, that's a +1 for me. I don't know how to do that on the roll either.
Oh.
So, but that would make it a 19.
Nice.
Bummer. All right, that's my whole turn.
Okay. I am going to cast a ray of frost at you, I believe. Since we're within range. For attempting to patronize me.
Patronize is not bad. Stunning after that. I think it's stunned if you.
That was a fun skill. I like that.
You're shooting a ray
So-
of frost.
Yep, ray of frost.
So you're at disadvantage because you're right next to him.
Oh, right. So disadvantage, range, spell attack. Oh, that's gonna be not good.
Andrew, if I activate this, the other players won't be able to see the map, so I won't do it.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Good turn.
Yeah. Time for the gatekeeper.
So since my taunts failed, I'm just going to pull up my glaive and see if I can do anything with it.
Oh,
Okay.
Ouch.
Yeah.
That's 2 nat 20s for you, Adam.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Well done.
Ouch.
Oof.
Oh.
Not a very good roll, though.
Yeah. Got lucky. 8. Okay. All right. The game is still on.
All right. Well, I will retaliate with my ice mace. Sorry, my dog's freaking out. I don't know why. The ice mace has the 1d6 bludgeoning plus 2d6 cold damage.
Yeah. Oh.
I don't know how to add my modifiers on the rolls. Sorry, guys.
Okay. +4, so 14. That's a hit.
Yep.
All right. So 1d6 cold and 2d6 frost.
Okay.
Tim, is that your summoned devil we hear in the background there?
All right, back to the
Sorry.
gatekeeper.
So 19 to 17.
The glaive hits twice.
All right. Oh, there we go.
Whoa. All right, the Warlock is badly hurt.
All right, I feel like this would be an opportune time to use my vampiric touch. Try to regain some hit points here.
Yeah, there you go. So you have a melee spell attack?
Really good roll.
And I get half that much back in life.
How much damage did you do?
16.
16? Okay. All right.
I'm just gonna keep on retaliating. Ooh, that's not the right one. I'm assuming not with the mage armor.
No.
Yeah, it was 15.
All right. So somehow the Warlock dodges 2 attacks of the glaive to stay alive.
Getting rather winded.
That's right. Nice call. Yeah. If you were a player, I'd give you inspiration right now. But you're a monster.
Acceptable.
All right, I'm going to just repeat that and try to get back some more health. That's good for 1 minute, I believe. So I'll make another melee spell attack. Oh,
Man,
ouch.
that's an 8.
That's painful.
All right.
Okay.
Gatekeeper up again. Uh-oh. That's a hit.
Ooh, that's not a hit.
1 hit, yeah.
+2.
So 10 damage total?
No, just 4 damage. The second one was the second hit.
That was the attack, right? Okay. All right, the Warlock's still alive. This isn't over yet.
How much life points do I have?
You have
Or hit points
20,
do I have?
and
Okay.
the Gatekeeper
All right.
has 32.
All right, this is doable. Gonna go for one more round of the vampiric touch.
Right. 14, that's a hit. Just.
Yes.
Oh,
crap.
Yes.
oh my God.
What
Wow.
the hell?
Wow.
Solid.
All right. Wow.
Damn. You should only roll 6s from now on. D6s from now on, too.
Right? That's crazy.
Wow.
Oh, but the Gatekeeper strikes back. He's not going down.
Swings back strong.
2 hits.
Oh, ouch.
Oh,
Get in your cell.
this is the nasty fight. This one.
Yeah. Jeez.
12. Oh, okay.
Took some of those back.
All right. Warlock, 16 hit points. Gatekeeper, 15 hit points.
Ooh.
Oh,
Put some blood on the ground.
I don't see how this hasn't been working out well for me. So I'm going to vampiric touch one more time. Oh crap!
Oh.
That was a bad idea.
Gatekeeper sees an opening.
Might give me just enough. Nope, not with that one.
I like the blood effects. Nice job.
Oh,
Bad round.
apparently the snow is falling heavy now.
Yeah.
So you're out of vampiric touches.
Yes.
In fact, you're out of regular spells other than your elf spells.
Yep. I'm gonna take that ice mace shot again.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, man.
Ah,
Ooh.
I
Whoa,
slipped on all the blood that's all over the ground.
Just two winded guys
in the
hanging at
snow.
each other.
We're having a bad day.
Yeah. Oh man.
And it continues.
We need the Canadian guy from Toronto and Montreal. Those guys fighting in the snow. Oh man.
Oh God.
We need Dan and Pat in the snow here.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. As if Michigan doesn't get snow.
I have enough snow, man.
And New York.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, New York especially right now.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're having a good time.
All right.
You guys got snow
Lock.
over there?
Absolutely.
Ah, shit.
I'm
All
much northern New York. I'll put it that way.
Okay, yeah.
So since my melee attacks aren't working well, I'm going to try a chill touch. See what happens. As my one of my innate spell castings. Oh wait, that is a ranged spell attack, isn't it? That's still gonna put me at disadvantage.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking that was a not. I thought that was a melee one. Man, that's about all I have as options, though. We'll give it a shot. We'll see what happens. Maybe I'll get real lucky.
Okay. Chill touch disadvantage.
No, golly.
damn.
Nope.
Okay. Is this the final strikes?
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
Yeah,
There we
another
go.
nat 20.
Number 3.
They call him Nat 20 Adam.
Wow.
Wow.
See if I can actually roll something good off it.
Oh, that's a hard blow. The Warlock is on her last legs.
Oh God. 2 hit points?
3.
Damn.
Desperate swing of the ice mace one more time.
That'll hit.
+4. That's a hit.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
1d6
possible.
bludgeoning.
It's possible.
Yeah, I don't have a lot left either.
Okay, that's 3 plus 3 and 8 is 11. Nope. The Gatekeeper has 4 hit points. The Warlock has 3. Oh my God.
This is a good fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, that's just goodness. Oh my God.
She struggles up with her ice mace, using her last of her energy for one final crushing blow. Or
Oh.
not so crushing.
Oh, wow.
She sparks and slips on the ice instead.
I think at this point we're both just having a bad
No.
day.
Oh,
There it is.
There we go.
That'll finish me.
And of course,
Oh, yeah. The Gatekeeper crushes the Warlock, but that was an epic fight. Epic.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, very good. What a slog. You guys just
Well done,
hacking at
sir.
each other.
Wow. Impressive. That Adam is on both sides of the semifinals right now.
He'll be fighting himself.
Well, if that happens,
I'll give
somebody
it to
else
somebody else.
moves in. Yeah. because right now Michael, Dan, and Tim are watching. So, plus if I happen to somehow win this, someone can take over from me. So the last fight of the first round, I'll be playing the polar bear, and the mad monk is
Ooh, baby.
Tim.
Me. Yeah.
We're back in the snow again.
Okay. Do I have another one here in the snow? Mountain pass snow, mountain.
Sure.
I knew he had another one. I'm pretty sure he did.
Yeah. There's a few Arctic ones. This is going to be tough for the bear.
I got to say, I do like the effects they have in Fantasy Grounds for the maps. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of, they've even got the wall blocking and all that stuff. I've only got 2, Andrew. Oh no, there's more. Okay, so we'll use this one.
Yeah, it looks fun.
Yeah, that's cool.
So he said his definition's pretty high on his maps.
Yeah, they're such good quality. That's why their Kickstarter has over $250,000 Canadian.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Their physical maps are pretty cool too.
And I had to reduce them because they were at 140 pixels per square.
Wow.
So I cut them in half, and they're still, I mean, they're still super. There's the definition on here is still super.
Cool.
Okay, so
let's put the polar bear on the ice and the monk on the shore.
so the monk and the polar bear I'm gonna have to make real quick.
Okay, well, you don't have to put stats in or anything because I'll just roll.
No, I'm not. I just to get the size in. And what's the size of this guy? Large?
The polar bear is large. The monk is medium.
Does the monk have reach? Do I put the reach to 30? No.
Yes, please.
Okay, so that should be good. The mad monk goes to
Tim.
Tim.
and the polar bear goes to
Andrew.
what's the hit points for the polar bear?
63.
I don't think it's going to matter, but
Is my armor class really 17?
Yeah,
Yes.
because you have unarmored defense, so your wisdom gets included in your armor class.
Oh, right. Yes.
Yeah.
all right. Am I still there? Or
Yeah, we can hear you.
but you can't see me, right? There we go.
Now we can.
Okay.
All right. Are we ready,
Where
Pat?
do you want them? Anywhere on the ice?
The polar bear can go on the ice and the monk on the shore there. So at first, the monk had learned about the armored polar bear in the far north in Voth. He traveled all this way because he wanted to use it as a mount. but he found a much better creature, and the polar bear is pretty upset about this. So they're having this fight out by the lake, the frozen lake. He's insulted the honor of the polar bear, and you should not do that,
Never.
especially an armored polar bear. Do you want us to do initiative?
Has the map been shared with us yet? I don't see it. Oh, there we go.
My bad.
All right. Oh, great. All right. So it is the monk's turn.
Okay. So I'm gonna go continue antagonizing the polar bear's honor, I suppose. Still struggling with this map, sorry. There we go. Okay. I have 45 feet of movement speed. That's fantastic. Just plot myself right here. And I'm going to use my multi-attack to throw 2 fiery darts. Oh, was that a reach +5 only? I'm sorry. Oh, that's a ranged weapon attack. Okay.
Yep.
Hang on, sorry. I'm now completely having the map block the screen again. There we go. It's +7 on each of these,
Oh,
which doesn't make a difference.
I think the fiery monk might have misjudged the climate or something here.
Yeah, the wind picked up and blew them towards the ocean.
Well, if it's windy,
Can I don't know if I can move him.
you should be able to.
Oh, there we go. All right. Yeah, the polar bear is going to move in for the kill. So he will at first attempt to bite the monk.
No.
Oh, come on. But probably an 11 hits, right? Then he will attempt to claw the monk with its iron claws. Oh, man. Oh, guess what? That is a 17 to hit.
Oh, yes. That is my armor class.
All right. So that is 12 slashing damage.
Okay, that's fair. But you should also be aware that anytime you mess with a mad monk, you get burned. I have my hellish rebuke to do 1d8 fire damage as a reaction.
No problem.
Little singy on your claws there.
5. He barely even notices. He barely notices.
Nice.
Thank you. I'll be here
Well,
tonight. All right, Monk, is that the best you can do? What happens when
I'm
we're
going
face
to-
face?
I'm going to use my fiery quarterstaff. So let's see here, a melee attack. It's a +4 to hit. I don't remember. Was that good for you?
The armor is too strong.
Ah, no. Well, I'm going to use Martial Fury as my bonus action, giving you advantage on your next attack roll.
Which I love.
to make one more attack myself.
Okay. Oh yes. You just missed by 1.
All
right.
Oh,
And the bear has advantage until its next turn. So, of course, here I'm trying to use the screen instead of the map itself. I'm so smart. All right. The bear's very upset. It's going to try and bite you with advantage here. And
Holy crap.
Ooh.
oh,
What?
wait, I don't think that's how
It
that
added
works.
the dice. You didn't press advantage.
I'll try that again. So that is 27, not a 37.
Ooh.
And
Ouch.
I'm going to grab my D10 here, a top couple of them. So that is 15 piercing damage
Ouch.
for my second attack with advantage.
I regret my decisions.
I will use my iron claws. Oh,
Oh.
and that's a 20 plus 8. That's a 28, not a 27 to hit.
Ouch.
Yeah, turns out that hits.
And that is another 14 slashing damage.
But don't forget your paws are nice and toasty from my hellish rebuke.
Ooh.
Oh, wait, that's also a 20.
That's a lot of blood.
That's another. Sorry, I missed the second part of that. That's a 13 plus 6. That's another 9. You're down before the hellish rebuke. The monk is down.
That didn't take very long.
Oh,
No.
that bear is nasty.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Wow.
It's a good thing we chose these randomly.
I think the royal pain needs to come in.
Yeah. Against the bear, yeah, I'm sure he'll do great.
Yeah. All right. So as I promised before, I will give up my bear to someone else. So the people who are on the side right now are Michael, Dan, and Tim. Why don't we do numbers? Why don't you guys take a number between 1 and 100 to see who's the closest to be the bear? How's that?
All right.
We roll our D100s. Is there D100s on here?
Or actually, why don't you just roll a 20?
Roll 20.
And
All right.
whoever's the highest, we'll keep rolling, and whoever's the highest.
Otherwise, we can roll a D3.
We all rolled 5s.
Are you
Oh
serious?
my god!
That's just impressive.
Jeez.
Wow!
Good God. That's
Computer
wild.
game is
program is
rigged.
so smart.
All right, here we go.
Try again.
Let's try that again.
Not much better for me. Tim, you take it.
Him is the bear.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. I'm gonna have to figure out how to
No.
make the bear real
That doesn't work because. Oh no! Wait. Who won the? Hold on here. I'm. Where's my fights here? So the Warlock against. Oh, the Gatekeeper won it. Yeah. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
So Tim's not fighting himself. All right.
Thank
Tim's
goodness.
fighting. All right. So the semifinals. The first semifinal is the Crystal Spider, played by Pat, against the Skeleton Warrior by Adam. The second semifinal is the Gatekeeper, played by Adam, against the Polar Bear, played by Tim. So we'll take
If somebody else wants to run the Gatekeeper just to keep everybody engaged, I'm good with that.
Yeah, if you want to do that.
I'm busy with this. If ever Michael wants to play the Crystal Spider.
Why don't we do that?
Yeah. that'd be
Michael,
cool.
you can have the spider, and Dan, you can have the
Gatekeeper.
Gatekeeper.
All right, let's
Good to
do
me.
this.
Thank you.
Right. Yeah,
And
we
who's
wanna-
the key? And who's the key master?
Yeah.
I think tonight that's you, man, because this technological stuff, I have no clue. All right, so Michael and the Crystal Spider and Adam and the Skeleton are up first.
That's good.
All right, so we've got. Let's get these guys off the board. Crystal Spider and
The Skeleton Warrior.
oh, this is going to be a good fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you notice something in the fights? It's the humanoids did not do well, except for the Gatekeeper.
No. I mean, even then, the Gatekeeper was up against the Warlock, so
Yeah.
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 I was gonna say,
Going
well, I don't know
to
if
be
well is the right description for that either. That was a fight.
Oh man, that was wicked.
yeah.
So who's the Crystal Spider?
Michael.
Yep.
And the Skeleton Warrior is Adam.
Yeah.
So these tokens are completely in. So if you guys want, you can actually grab the attack on the monster sheet like this and drop it on the token, and it'll calculate the hit and everything
Ooh, that's cool.
if you want to. And you can do the same to the damage. You can grab the damage, see, and you can drop it there just like you can drop it in the chat board. I got the combat tracker in front here. So if you do this, for example, see, he did his great sword attack.
Nice.
Same thing with the attack. You just hit it and he'll roll it. Or you can just grab it and drop it on the creature. Same thing with the damage.
All right.
All right, let's go. Let's do initiative.
Yeah.
And the Crystal Spider is starting first.
Yeah. All right. Well, to start off, I'm going to start off with the freezing secretion, see if I can paralyze the Skeleton Warrior, which that will definitely not hit. I'm going to move back a little bit, see if I can get it to use a little bit of extra movement to get to me.
Okay.
All right, so both creatures have been banished to Feyland. They've caused so many problems in their areas. So now they're going to have to fight off here.
Are those stones high, Andrew, or they're just low?
We'll say those are 5 feet high. You've got a log bridge over there as well by a little stream. So it's the Skeleton Warriors up.
There we go. So I have enough movement to get over there, but I burn all my action doing it.
All right, Crystal Spider, you're up.
All right. Well, I am going to go with a couple of bite attacks. All right. So first one is a hit. Ooh,
Got lucky on the damage.
yeah.
Is that mist creating lag for anyone?
Nope.
Nope. Actually, it's not showing up for me for some reason, but yeah. Let's see, with those two attacks, that's all I can do this round, so back to the skeleton.
Did you roll it? Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, I thought it was a D10 you rolled for your hit. Okay.
No.
All right. Skeleton Warrior's up.
All right.
Ooh.
That's going to be a hit.
Yeah, for sure.
10 damage on the first.
Okay.
And 18 to hit.
Yep.
Another hit. This could be really quick. Ouch.
That's fun when Fantasy Ground does all the automation for you.
That is kind of nice.
Yep. All right. Well, back to me, I guess. See if I can get another couple of attacks in. There's not a ton else that I can do against. That Skeleton Warrior is really good. I can see why it has won last year.
Yeah. Oh, man.
That one hits.
The last
Okay.
one hit.
Got it.
Oof.
All right. The spider fights back, but it's still a long way to go.
Yeah.
He's going to keep on swinging.
16, yeah, that just hits.
Nine
Right.
damage. And it's one dirty 20 to hit.
Oh, no.
Mm,
And it's over.
11 more.
yeah.
Wow, that was fast.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that skeleton's pretty nasty.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah. The spider
I
might have
wonder
gone
what
a
kind
bit,
of DM brings this in the game.
the spider might have gone a bit too far in the tournament because it's a CR3 where the other one is
It
5.
is, yeah.
All right. Adam is through to the final with the Skeleton Warrior. The other semifinal now we have the Gatekeeper played by Dan and the Polar Bear by Tim.
All right, let's go Gatekeeper.
I just really want that patronize to work.
Agreed.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got in the forest, Andrew.
If there's another Arctic one, that would be good.
Polar bear feels confused in a forest.
Yeah. You can always have a
Significant
story.
disadvantage.
There we
I'm
go.
gonna bring the mountain pass one back because oh no, hold on. I remember seeing some more here.
And the Gatekeeper's just looking for anything with a solid seat.
He's looking for his nearest tankard,
Exactly.
and he's trying
Maybe
to
he can become friends with the bear and ride him all the way home.
Right. Is the bear wearing a tankard under his neck like those Bernese dogs?
No.
That would be excellent. They are heavily armored pack animals, though. They probably could carry lots of
Yeah.
ale.
Yeah. So the Gatekeeper is trying to get back home after unsuccessfully applying to work at the Snow Elf City. And now the Snow Elves have sent the Polar Bear to hunt him down after the Warlock failed. Basically, this is the continuing adventures of the Gatekeeper trying to get home.
I can't imagine why they didn't hire him.
Well, it's sort of ironic that after he kept people out for so long, he's been shut out.
Yeah, true.
So, yeah, it's a complex
like-
story.
Probably has nothing to do with his patronizing attitude.
What's
Yeah.
the hit points for the polar bear? 500.
63,
63.
exactly the same as the Polar Bear and the Gatekeeper.
Oh,
Oh, dang.
Ooh,
Exactly the same.
interesting.
And the Gatekeeper's AC 14 and the Polar Bear's AC 16.
Hmm.
Yep, this could be
Actually,
good.
we'll reverse it.
There we go, yeah. While Pat's setting that up, do you guys want to roll initiative? Dan and Tim?
Sure.
So, who's got the polar bear?
Tim.
I do. That's 19 with my dex.
Ooh, 19 with my dex.
Oh,
Ooh.
all right. Second time.
Surprisingly dexterous, this Gatekeeper.
That's right.
And the gatekeeper goes to?
To me.
Dan. Yeah, and since you're in Toronto, you should really have got the polar bear for the We Are North. We are the North, but
Right. Yeah.
yeah.
Uh-oh, my battery is gonna crap out on me. Hang on 1 second.
Actually,
Just
now
plug
that
in.
I think of the raptors in Toronto, I should make a raptor creature that's blended with other monsters in this book. That would be cool.
Totally. Yeah. More dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Love it.
Twisted dinosaur creature.
Mm-hmm.
That would be
You guys
cool.
might not be able to see the map if I do this, but you'll be able to see it on the Zoom. So
Okay.
we'll see what happens.
All right. So the Gatekeeper's going first.
Okay. So I want to get within 30 feet. So these are all 5 feet, right? 5?
Yeah.
I can move 25 feet. That gets me within 1, 5, 15, 20, 20. That looks like I'm within 30 feet.
Yep.
Is that true? Okay.
Yep.
I'll buy that.
Can you guys
That's
see
good.
me? Have I moved yet? There I am. There we go. Okay. So yeah, just a unapproving look upon my face. I'm using patronize on the bear.
All right. So the bear has to make an intelligence save against being patronized.
Oh, that's not gonna go well.
Not with an intelligence of 9.
A -1 for me, which puts me at 9.
Ooh, hell yeah!
Whoa.
So that
Fantastic.
means you are stunned, my friend.
Wow.
I can't believe this.
No
I'm supposed to eat
impact.
your face.
Can't move. Yeah. So that means that let's see. You get creature makes a. Yeah, you're stunned for your next turn. So that means that the Gatekeeper gets to go again.
Yeah, basically you can't do anything, right?
Yeah.
I'm moving up right beside this stunned bear, and I'm gonna start hacking away. There's two melee attacks. So let's see, it's a +5.
Yeah.
Do this. There's 1. Ooh, that's not great.
Nope.
Is that with advantage?
Oh, wait, with advantage, right?
Hold on.
Because of being
Oh,
stunned?
yeah, they do. Yeah. Yeah.
So there's my second. That should hit.
That hits. Yeah.
Okay, so now I'll do it with advantage. So I'll just roll my 2 attacks. So there was the first hit, second
With your glaive. Yeah.
also hit.
Yeah, that's a hit too.
Okay, sweet. Okay,
Nice.
so that's 2. Oh shoot, I forgot to add the modifier. So that's oh wait, no, that didn't work, right? Did it? Sorry. So let me try that again. So that is going to be +4. There we go.
14 damage.
So 14 damage, 2 hacks with my glaive.
All right. The polar bear is not patronized anymore.
Now
Just
just
a-
severely pissed off.
Yeah. So it's your turn.
He turns around because it looks like he was facing the wrong direction. And is going to attack, multi-attack, a bite and claws. So we will start with the bite, which is +8
Ooh.
for 16.
Yep.
16 will hit.
All right. That's 2d10 +6.
Ouch. Oh,
Ouch.
Ooh.
Ah.
Okay. Didn't like that.
20 damage?
Yep.
Wow.
Then the second attack is the Iron Claw, which is a +8 as well to hit. I'll take that.
Yeah.
And 2d8 +6. And 16.
Another
Ooh.
16. Wow.
Who's doing all this damage?
the
The bear
polar bear.
is eating the guard's face off currently.
I think this calls for more blood.
All right.
All right.
All right. I guess I would just sort of circle around a little bit and say, you're just like a wee cub. And I'm going to use patronize on you again.
Crap.
That's a wee cub bite.
Okay, another intelligence saving throw.
Oh, come on. Oh, another 9.
Wow.
That will not do. You are stunned, my friend. I need to save myself from these attacks. Okay.
All right. Once again, you get attacks Gatekeeper with advantage.
Advantage. Here we go. First glaive attack. Oh, shit. That was 13 plus 5.
That is a hit.
That's a hit.
Okay, so first attack hits. Second attack.
Nah.
Oh, yeah.
Also hits. Okay, sweet. So this is gonna be +4. 2d10. Let's see if we can do some damage here.
Yep, I did.
Oh,
Ooh.
17 altogether.
wow.
Nice.
Ouch.
42, 30. Okay, it's close. Polar bear has 32 hit points. Gatekeeper has 27.
All right. I don't want to slip on the spilled blood of you, so I'm going to come around and try to bite you from the side again. Ah,
Wow, that's a miss.
That will not
7
do.
plus 8 is 15.
Just
miss.
swatting you away.
A 15 is a hit.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
Okay, that's because that's at +8. Yeah.
Oh, right. Sorry, it's plus, right.
2d10 plus 6.
Oh, rough.
20. 20?
20 damage.
Oh,
Damn.
man. Gatekeeper's in trouble.
7 hit
And
points.
the Iron Claw is also at 8 to hit.
Oh,
Oh, God, no.
As I roll terribly here. 2d8 plus 6.
oh.
That's it for the Gatekeeper.
The polar bear claws his way to the final.
He's kept his last gate.
All right. We have our championship fight.
That polar bear is brutal.
The skeleton warrior
Good
and
fight.
Adam against the polar bear and Tim.
Nasty stuff.
Who will win the soft cover of the Monsters of the City book?
Which is a really nice book, by the way.
Tim was actually the first backer in the Kickstarter.
Nice.
The first in the world.
That's cool.
In the world.
Wow.
Not on the newest one though.
All right, so Polar Bear 63 hit points, AC 16,
And the skeleton warrior?
AC 15, 85 hit points.
A beefy skeleton.
Yeah.
I love throwing that guy in because the parties are just freaked out. They're both large size too, right? Yeah, they're both large.
It's a large skeleton.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. All right, so we're back in Feyland. The polar bear is buoyed after his fresh victory.
Traveling south in the swamp.
Yeah, he's been summoned to the swamp of Feyland to find out who's the toughest beast or undead creature. And the winning creature will get a book they can't read. Unless the skeleton warrior used to know common.
Seems reasonable.
Yes. All right, why don't you guys do initiative while we're waiting for the setup here? Tim and Adam.
11 total.
All right, so Tim, I think you have it even without the modifier. Actually, Adam, there's slight change with, oh no, this is there's no change with that. I was gonna say the Gatekeeper has a change, but the Gatekeeper's gone.
The polar bear goes to
Tim.
I feel like the Gatekeeper and Royal Pain would have worked well together. They're both very patronizing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Absolutely.
it's not a coincidence they both ended up in the same book. And what do we have here? We have New York against Michigan.
Canadians are out, huh?
Yeah, yeah. Well, once we got out of the snow, forget about it.
Right.
In the cold.
Exactly.
Yeah,
This is an interesting effect.
Wow.
yeah,
And that water affects something else.
yeah.
Yeah, is that what we're seeing? That like visual waviness is
Yeah.
the water effect. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's super cool.
All right, Monsieur, are we ready?
I think so.
yeah.
All right, so Tim, you're up slightly ahead of the skeleton. I think we know what's going to happen here.
I don't know. I think I'm going to try to eat the skeleton.
The chew toy.
I'm going to come down here, kind of sniff out what's going on. I don't have any ranged attacks, so I'm just going to hang out here kind of behind this tree.
You have 40 feet of movement though.
I just did 40 feet of movement.
Oh, did you? Okay. I thought you did 20. Okay.
Nope.
All right, Mr. Warrior.
All right, I got 40 feet as well, so I'll move right up in position here. There we go.
Here we go.
Take my 2 attacks. 17 to hit and 26 to hit.
Wow.
Ouch.
And it's on.
That's a good way to start the battle.
Ah,
23
All right,
damage
so-
total.
23. Okay. All right. The bear's in
Ouch.
trouble from the start.
All right. Well, obviously biting We'll proceed. +8.
21 is, yeah, that's a hit.
Oh yeah.
And +6 for 24.
Wow, 24 damage.
That is some really good damage.
Yeah, this bear is
Wow.
fierce. And to follow it up, I will try to bust apart your remaining bones with my iron claw. +8.
16.
Is, this
Yep.
is that a hit?
That's a hit.
Okay. And 2d8 +6.
Wow. 19.
Solid.
Ouch.
Skeletons are not smart, so he's going to keep on swinging. Hope for the best.
Uh,
Oh, it rolled off an 18.
oh, the 15 is a miss.
Miss. Okay.
One hit.
It's the one.
Oh, low damage too.
Yeah, not great.
9. All right. So the polar bear is down to 31 hit points. The skeleton has 42. It's on.
Wow.
Yeah.
Polar bear is going to stand up on its hind legs and just roar in anger. Try to reach that skeleton's
Yeah, that's another
+8.
21.
That's a hit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a hit. Wow.
And that's a +6.
18 damage.
And
Oh,
following
sorry.
up with the claws.
Sorry. Yeah, 18, 31.
Oops. Dropped my dice. Hang on a moment. There we go.
Oh,
Dang.
Oh.
Apparently standing on my hind legs was not a great plan.
Might have saved me a little bit. Not enough.
Just missed. Yeah,
Ouch.
just missed.
Bad
the
round.
15. All right. Polar bear 31, skeleton 24. The hit points are close. This is all up to the hits and the oh, that's another hit.
It's a hit.
Nice.
Polar bear does damage when he hits.
Yeah, that's another 18. The skeleton warrior has 6 hit points left.
He's a,
This is it.
and the claws. Oh,
Oh!
yeah.
that'll do.
Oh, come on.
Whoa!
It's still
Oh,
enough.
no.
That is
That's a-
8 damage, but the warrior skeleton had 6 hit points. And we have our champion.
Good fight.
Yeah.
Nothing hits like a truck.
That was fun. It really does. It's not even fair.
Congratulations. That was a well-deserved final. And Tim and the Polar Bear are champion. They win another copy of Monsters of totally appropriate that Tim was the first backer ever for that Kickstarter. And now he wins a copy, which he could mail to anyone, somebody here even.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome, man. Good work.
Congrats.
Yeah,
Thanks. That was super fun.
Yeah, it was fun. I'm
That's
glad
cool.
I'm glad Fantasy Grounds worked and nothing crashed. Yeah.
Yep.
I
Yeah,
mean,
Pat,
not
nice
to
work
do with
on the
Fantasy
effects
Grounds,
on
all
this.
to do with our computers here.
Well,
Yeah.
the effects are cool, but they ask a lot of RAM.
Yeah, and like we
Yeah.
said, we're running Zoom at the
Sometimes-
same time, so.
All right.
Yep.
Worked out pretty well.
All right, guys, that was
Yeah.
fun. If people
Yeah.
want to be in the battle next week, we're having 8 new creatures, same time, same place. And if you guys are in,
Yeah.
we can have the same group. And then, yeah, if everybody's in, we'll have the same group. If 1 or 2 people can't make it, we might bring in someone.
I
Sure.
will not be able to make it next week, unfortunately, but I really appreciate the opportunity to play today. This has been super fun.
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, thanks, guys.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thanks very much, everybody. That was awesome. Good work.
Yeah, it
Ted.
was cool. It was nice meeting you all too. It was pretty. It
Yeah.
was pretty fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.